and today we are coming at you with a unhaul. We're getting rid of things so we can buy more things.
But the ratio is good.
We're getting rid of a total of 25 books, I believe.
And we're going to make money off of them. So, we're just investing, you know? Like, it's going to come back to us.
We sell and we buy used. So
it's better for the economy.
It is. And the environment. Yeah. Less waste.
Totally. Yeah. Those poor trees.
If you haven't ever heard of the app called Pango, Emmalynn discovered it about 6 months ago.
Probably.
And we actually have a pretty steady flow of books we're selling off of that. And then we just use our credits to buy more used books. So we just pretend like that money's not even there.
It's like Facebook Marketplace as an app, only books. But people will sell like Fairy Loot stuff, Owl Crate stuff. Like, it's so cool. And all the books we're going to be talking about are listed on there. So,
yeah, and it's really simple to use because all you do is print a shipping label. They've already paid shipping, and you just drop it in a post office box near you. Okay, so we're just going to go back and forth. We try to separate these between, like, books that I've bought or that, books that I bought or books that maybe I bought for Emmalynn or she's had gifted to her or whatever, but that's her stack. So my first book I am getting rid of is... Can you see? Virgin River by Robin Carr. I wanted to read this when it first became a show because I liked the show. The first season was good, but then as it progressed, I just liked the show less and less, so I don't think I want to own this.
Okay. My first book is Next of Kin by Kia Abdullah. And I got this sent by HarperCollins, but it had like an ARC sticker on it. And then we were like, no, they haven't come yet because they had it. And then we got it like the next day. And they sent 2 copies of every book they sent us. So I don't need to. It's a thriller. So I don't really care to reread it. It was good, but, I already know what happens. So gotta get rid of this one.
And we rarely keep thrillers. Unless it's like ones we both really like and we will try to get other people to read. Okay, next I have Confessions of a Shopaholic by Sophie Kinsella. I wanted to read this whole series, which is like very extensive, but let's be honest, I'm just not ever going to get to it. So I am recognizing that and I'm getting rid of it.
Okay, I'll just do these 2 together. So this is 2 books in the Graceland Realm by Kristen Cashore. And the reason I'm getting rid of these is because, I don't know if you can see up there, I just got the new covers, and I just like them so much more, and I don't need 2 copies. Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
Nor do we have
these are just the keys with the eye.
Yeah, it's
just,
creepy.
It's not
also, this one has an eye, too.
Yeah, that's a good point. Why do they all have eyes?
It's like the eye of the main character, I think.
Yeah, I know it is, but I don't like it. But both of these are 5-star reads for me. I love these books, but I just don't like looking at them.
Okay, this book is Sisterhood Everlasting by Anne Brashares. I got this because I loved the Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants series in I don't know, did I read it in high school or early college days? I don't remember. And I got this because of that nostalgia, but I just don't think I care enough to read it. So if I decide I do want to read it later, I'll just get it from the library.
Okay, my next books are the entire Crazy Rich Asians trilogy. I bought this whole series on a whim last year. This bookstore near us was having like a $1 day or something like that. So I got them super cheap. I hadn't watched the movie. Then I watched the first movie and I was like, yeah, I like this, but I don't know if I want to spend 3 books reading about it. So I've just decided if I do, I'll get it from the library. I don't really care to own mini contemporary books because I just don't find myself rereading those. So, yeah, I actually haven't read any of these. So, you let me know if they're good. And maybe I will eventually read them.
Okay, this book is probably a huge controversy to a lot of people because most people I've heard talk about this absolutely love this book, and I did not. And that is Mexican Gothic by Silvia Moreno Garcia. This book I had like really high expectations for because, like I said, most people really enjoy it, but I just really thought this book fell flat, and I don't want to own it whatsoever. Like, I don't even want to look at it again, so it's gone.
Okay, my next book is Lady Sunshine by Amy Mason Duan. I'm not really sure. But I'm pretty sure I got this from Goodwill, and I picked it up because it's dual timeline, takes place in the 70s, about, like, I think a music producer or something. And I was trying really hard to like it. I was like, okay, I love Daisy Jones and the Six. I love 70s things. This is going to help me get over that. And I didn't like it. I, like, tried to read it alongside things, and I eventually just DNF'd it. And it's so short, and it was taking me like 2 weeks to get through, and I wasn't even halfway through. I just, like, I found myself confused at times because I wasn't even paying attention, but that's all I'm going to say. You know, you can decide for yourself, but I didn't finish this one.
Okay. This book, I almost DNF'd, but I did finish it, and that is Blade of Secrets by Tricia Levenseller. I just found the dialogue in this book to be terribly YA, and I don't want to continue this story, so I don't want to own this book.
Okay, my next book is The Witch Haven by Sasha Payton Smith, and this book had so much hype. I bought this on release day, and it took me about a year to read. Not to read, but to pick it up after I bought it. I don't know why, but I gave it 3 stars. Like, it was a cool concept, but I didn't absolutely love it enough to justify having it. Honestly, I'm most sad about parting with the naked hardcover because I just think it's so pretty. Like, that's it. I used this for so many pictures, and I am like, should I keep it just for this? I don't know. But I gave it 3 stars, I believe. Like, it was okay. It just, something about it fell flat for me.
Okay, here's a, like, honest moment. I don't even know why I ever bought this. I don't even know what it's about. Like, I know it's set in, like, obviously the country. There's something about, like, a marriage. I don't know, but I haven't read it, so I'm not keeping it. The end.
Okay, my next book, Woven in Moonlight by Isabel
Ibanez? That's what I would say.
I'm guessing. And this book also disappointed me. I think I gave it...
Is so cute.
I know. I think I gave it 2 stars. I got this at a library sale, and I was like, oh my gosh, the colors are beautiful. There's a llama on the back. Like, it's just so cute. And it really disappointed me. I really liked the writing, but the characters and the dialogue and the plot just kind of disappointed me. So I would pick up something else by this author, maybe in a different series, because I did like her writing, but I don't know. It just bothered me.
Okay, this book I actually really liked. I was sent this by HarperCollins as well, and it's a historical fiction book set in World War II. I don't really have anything bad to say about it other than the pacing was a little bit slow, but the story was very interesting and it was based off of true events. But it's just not one I think I would pick up again, and I don't think Emmelynn's really interested in reading it either. So if I like something but Emmalynn doesn't think she'll read it, and I don't think I'll reread it, then I'm not going to hold on to it.
Okay, my next book, I don't know how this got lost in the stack, but this is Fire by Kristen Cashore, and I have no idea what the dust jacket is. I don't think we even have it. I wonder if we bought it without it also.
No, I had it at some point. I went through this phase where, like, I would take them off when I read them because it just gets on my nerves, and then I didn't put them back.
But again, I love this book. I love this series, but I have the new paperbacks, so I don't need this.
Okay, this is a book that I read and I hated, and it's absolute trash. And you know what? It seriously offends me to my core that this is compared to Jane Eyre, is like supposed to be a Jane Eyre retelling. Like, that's a really, like, you know, bold claim to try to compare a contemporary book to a Jane Austen book. But then it was just trashy, and I don't like it. So I don't want it.
Jane Austen didn't write Jane Eyre, did
Oh,
she?
I'm Charlotte Bronte, sorry.
I was gonna say, am I just...
No. Yeah. Charlotte Bronte wrote Jane Eyre.
We got another Kristen Cashore book. This is Jane Unlimited, which is a Jane Eyre retelling also. And I never have read this. I've owned it for years. The cover's kind of cool though, because it's just...
I didn't know it was a retelling.
I mean, maybe you'll want it, but I just haven't picked it up yet, so I'm like, do I need to hold on to it? I feel like I just got it at Books Unhaul in like the bargain area, and I was like, oh, I like this author, but I just haven't picked it up, so I don't really feel the need to keep it.
Okay, this book we both read, that is The Family Game by Catherine Steadman. Since we both read it, and it's a thriller that we both didn't really like, I don't want to recommend it to anybody, and we don't want to reread it, so we're getting rid of that.
Okay, next, these are my last books, and this is like kind of nostalgic for me, which is why I'm talking about them. I loved these books when I was in middle school, so you know, if you got a kid or you are in middle school and you like Disney, you should read these books.
Or if you just like Disney.
Yeah, I mean...
Wait, what is that? That's creepy looking.
Yeah, I don't remember what it was supposed to be, what the villain is, but I just thought they were so cool. It's like these kids go to sleep and like they wake up in Disney World, or maybe Disneyland, but they're like stuck there in their dreams, and they wake up and like it's fine, but the things they do in their dreams affect real life. So I just thought it was like the coolest thing ever, but you know, I'm not gonna reread these, so I don't need them.
Okay, this book I picked up because I watched the show when it first came out on Netflix. I didn't even know it was based off of a book, and I didn't know who Sarah Pinborough was. But I did like the show. I thought it was very interesting, and the ending was crazy. Yeah, but trying to read this, knowing how it's going to end, and also, like, I don't know, there's just some inappropriate things in here I couldn't get past, so I don't really think I'll ever pick this up. And like I said, I know how it ends, so what's the point? And then the last book we're getting rid of is The Graveyard Book by Neil Gaiman. So we started reading this book, the three of us, as part of like our morning time during Halloween, because I mean, it's a Newbery Award winner, so I thought it would be really good. This was our first exposure to Neil Gaiman, and I will have to say his writing is a little bit hard to follow, and it's hard to read aloud because his sentences are very, very long. So they almost seem like run-on sentences just the whole time you're reading it out loud. So we have another copy of this. I bought two so we could each have one, and then I think we like borrowed a digital copy. But since we already have another copy and we didn't really enjoy it, I don't care to own it.
Okay.
And that's all.
So, like we mentioned, we'll put the link to our Pango in our description if any of these interest you or you did like them and you would like to own them. We hope you enjoyed this video. Stay tuned because we do a lot more unhauling than hauling, or at least I do.
We do purge pretty frequently, I will say.
This is my one shelf, so I have to, even if I don't want to.
I don't really have a shelf. I just have little stations spread throughout the house.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. We do have shelves in the loft. Anyways, we hope you enjoyed this video. Give Pango books a try, even if you don't want to buy any of ours. Highly suggest you check it out. There are a lot of good finds on there, and a lot of sellers have deals where like they'll give you free shipping if you buy multiple things, or give you a certain percentage off if you buy more than one thing. So that's a pretty good place to be, Pango books.
Mm-hmm. Dangerous place.
It can be a rabbit hole for sure. But anyways, we hope you like this video, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.